Hey there. Did you know that just 1 extra hour of quality sleep each night could cut your risk of cognitive decline by up to 20% after age 60? Pretty amazing, right? Sleep isn't just about feeling refreshed. It's like a secret weapon for living a longer, healthier life. But here's the thing. As we get older, a lot of us struggle with restless nights, waking up tired, or feeling like our energy is just not there anymore. Welcome to MediMind, your trusted health coach for older adults. We're here to share science-backed tips and practical advice to help you thrive after 60. The problem is, as we age, our sleep quality naturally takes a hit, and that can mess with our health, weakening our immune system, fogging up our memory, and even shortening how long we live. But don't worry, there's good news. You can take charge of your sleep and unlock its incredible benefits to thrive after 60. In the next 15 minutes, we're going to dive into the science of sleep, backed by research from places like Harvard Medical School and the National Sleep Foundation. You'll learn why sleep is so crucial for your brain, your body, and your longevity. And best of all, you'll get practical, doctor-approved tips to start sleeping better tonight. Whether you're tossing and turning or just want to feel more energized, this is for you. So, let's jump in and start your journey to better sleep and a healthier, longer life. Trust me, you're going to be amazed at what a great night's sleep can do. All right, let's dive into why sleep is absolutely essential after 60. It's not just about feeling rested. Sleep is a cornerstone of healthy aging, touching every part of your life, from your physical health to your mental sharpness and emotional well-being. When you prioritize sleep, you're giving your body and mind the tools to stay vibrant and strong. But when sleep takes a back seat, it can throw everything out of whack. Let's start with what happens to our sleep as we get older. You probably notice it's tougher to fall asleep, stay asleep, or wake up feeling refreshed. That's because aging changes our sleep architecture. Basically, the way our sleep is structured. In our younger years, we spend a good chunk of time in deep sleep, which repairs our muscles and organs, and REM sleep, which helps our brain process memories and emotions. For example, a 30-year-old might get 20% of their sleep in deep sleep, but by 60, that can drop to just 10% or less. REM sleep also takes a hit, meaning our brains aren't getting the full tune-up they need. This shift leaves us feeling less restored, even if we're in bed for 8 hours. So, what's the big deal if our sleep quality dips? Well, the consequences are serious. Poor sleep doesn't just make you groggy. It impacts your health in ways you might not expect. According to the American Heart Association, skipping on sleep raises your risk of heart disease, including high blood pressure, heart attacks, and stroke. In fact, studies show that older adults who sleep less than 6 hours a night are 20% more likely to develop heart issues. Then there's your immune system. Without enough sleep, it's like sending your body into battle with a weakened shield, making you more prone to colds, flu, and even chronic illnesses. And here's a sobering one. A 2020 study from the Alzheimer's Association found that ongoing sleep problems can increase your risk of dementia by up to 30%. That means trouble with memory, focus, and even daily tasks. Plus, lack of sleep can mess with your mood, leaving you feeling irritable, anxious, or just not yourself. Let me share a quick story to bring this home. Meet Jane, a 65-year-old who was struggling with constant fatigue. She'd wake up feeling like she hadn't slept at all, and her days were a slog, low energy, trouble concentrating, even snapping at her grandkids. Jane decided enough was enough. She started to go to bed at the same time every night and made her bedroom a calm, screen-free zone. Within a month, she was a different person, full of energy, sharper focus, and back to enjoy her mornings with a smile. Jane's not alone. Take Tom, a 68-year-old retiree who thought his sleepless nights were just part aging. After learning about sleep's impact, he cut out late-night coffee and started a relaxing bedtime routine. Now, he's hiking with his friends again and feels 10 years younger. Here's a quick question for you. Have you noticed any changes in your energy or focus lately? Maybe you're not sleeping as well as you could. Jot down one thing you've noticed about your sleep in the comments below. It'll help us tailor more tips for you. Stories like Jane's and Tom's show that better sleep isn't just a dream. It's something you can achieve with small, practical changes. Now that we've seen why sleep is so critical for staying healthy and thriving after 60, let's move on to how it works its magic on your brain and body. Trust me, the science behind this is fascinating, and it's coming up next. All right, now that we know why sleep is so critical after 60, let's dig into the fascinating science behind it. Sleep isn't just downtime. It's like a nightly tune-up for your brain and body, supporting everything from your memory to your stress levels and overall health. Thanks to research from top scientists, we got a clear picture of how sleep works its magic, and I'm excited to share it with you. First, let's talk about your brain. When you sleep, your brain is hard at work, processing the day and keeping itself in top shape. During sleep, especially in the REM stage, your brain consolidates memories, taking what you learned, like a new recipe or your grandkid's soccer schedule, and locking it in. But here's something mind-blowing. A 2019 study in Nature found that sleep also activates your brain's lymphatic system. That's like a cleaning crew that flushes out toxins linked to Alzheimer's disease. Without enough sleep, those toxins can build up, raising your risk of memory problems down the road. So, when you're dreaming, your brain is literally protecting itself for the long haul. Next up, let's look at hormones. Sleep is like a master regulator for the hormones that keep you feeling good and functioning well. Take melatonin, for example. It's the hormone that tells your body it's time to wind down and sleep. As we age, melatonin production can drop, which is why falling asleep gets trickier. Then there's cortisol, your stress hormone. Too little sleep spikes cortisol, leaving you feeling frazzled and tense. On the flip side, deep sleep boosts growth hormones, which help repair tissues and keep your muscles and bones strong. When you get enough quality sleep, these hormones stay in balance, helping you manage stress, heal faster, and wake up ready to tackle the day. Now, let's break down how sleep actually works by looking at its stages. There are two key players here, deep sleep and REM sleep. Deep sleep, which happens early in the night, is when your body focuses on physical restoration, repairing muscles, boosting your immune system, and even regulating your heart health. REM sleep, which comes in longer bursts later, is all about your brain. It's when you dream and your mind processes emotions and memories. As we age, we get less of both, which is why prioritizing sleep is so important. A 2022 study in the journal Sleep found that older adults who stick to a consistent sleep schedule have a 15% lower risk of cognitive decline. That's a huge payoff for something as simple as go to bed at the same time each night. Let me share a quick example to make this real. Sarah, a 62-year-old teacher, used to feel foggy and forgetful, especially after sleepless nights. She learned about the brain's need for sleep and started focusing on a regular bedtime and a relaxing pre-sleep routine. Within a few weeks, she was sharper in her classes, remembering names and details like she used to. Sarah's story shows how understanding sleep's role can lead to real improvements in your daily life. Here's a question for you. Have you noticed any changes in your memory, mood, or even stress levels lately? Poor sleep could be playing a role. Drop a quick comment below and let us know what you've been experiencing. We'd love to hear from you, and it'll help us share more tips tailored to your needs. So, now that we've uncovered the science of how sleep powers your brain, balances your hormones, and keeps you healthy, you're probably wondering, how can I make my sleep better? Don't worry, we've got you covered. In the next section, we'll share practical, doctor-approved steps you can start tonight to get the rest you deserve. Stay with me, because these tips are game changers. Okay, we've seen why sleep is so important and how it works its magic on your brain and body. Now, let's get to the good stuff. How you can start sleeping better tonight. The best part? You don't need fancy gadgets or expensive pills. Just small, actionable changes that can make a huge difference in your sleep quality and help you live healthier and longer. Here at MediMind, we're all about practical tips you can actually use. So let's dive into 5 key steps to transform your nights. First up, stick to a consistent sleep schedule. That means going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Your body loves routine because it helps sync your circadian rhythm, that internal clock that tells you when to sleep and wake. According to the National Institute on Aging, keeping a regular schedule can help you fall asleep faster and wake up feeling refreshed. So, pick a bedtime that works for you. say 10 p.m., and aim to wake up at 6 or 7 a.m. Even if you're tempted to stay up late watching your favorite drama or sleeping on Sunday, try to stick with it. Consistency is key. Next, let's talk about your pre-bed routine. The 30 minutes before bed are crucial for signaling to your body that it's time to wind down. Swap out stimulating activities like scrolling on your phone or watching intense TV shows for something calming. Try reading a light book, listening to soft music, or even doing a quick meditation. Maybe imagine a peaceful garden or a quiet beach. Here's a doctor-approved tip. Avoid screens at least an hour before bed. The blue light from phones and tablets can block melatonin, the hormone that helps you sleep. If you love a warm drink before bed, go for something like chamomile tea or warm milk. Both are soothing and sleep-friendly. Third, let's optimize your sleep environment. Your bedroom should be a sleep sanctuary, cool, dark, and quiet. The National Sleep Foundation says the ideal room temperature is between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit. So crack a window or use a fan if it's warm. Block out light with blackout curtains or a sleep mask, especially if streetlights or early sunrises sneak in. For noise, earplugs or a white noise machine can work wonders, drowning out sounds like traffic or a neighbor's dog. And don't forget your bed. Make sure your mattress and pillows are comfortable. If they're older than 7 years, it might be time for an upgrade. Now, let's touch on lifestyle factors that set you up for better sleep. What you eat and do during the day matters. Try to avoid caffeine after 2 p.m. Yes, that means cutting back on coffee, tea, or even soda in the afternoon. Heavy meals or spicy foods close to bedtime can also keep you up. So aim for lighter dinners, maybe a bowl of veggie soup or grilled fish with rice. Exercise is great too. 30 minutes of walking, stretching, or even gardening during the day can help you sleep better. Just don't work out too close to bedtime, as it can leave you too energized to doze off. One last thing, everyone's different, so listen to your body. If you got ongoing sleep issues like insomnia or suspect something like sleep apnea, where you snore loudly or stop breathing at night, talk to a doctor. They can offer tailored advice or tests to get to the root of it. For example, Lynn, a 67-year-old viewer, thought her tiredness was just aging until a doctor diagnosed sleep apnea. With treatment, she's sleeping soundly and full of energy again. Quick question for you. What's one thing in your bedtime routine you think could use a tweak? Maybe you're on your phone too late, or your room's too warm. Share in the comments. We'd love to hear, and we'll suggest some personalized tips. Oh, and keep an eye out for our 5 sleep-boosting habits checklist in the description. It's a handy guide to get you started. So, now that you've got these practical tools to sleep like a pro, let's wrap up by exploring how better sleep can power your longevity and what you can do tonight to start thriving. You're going to love the next part. So stay with me. All right, we've covered why sleep matters, the science behind it, and practical steps to sleep better. Now, let's tie it all together and talk about how prioritizing sleep can help you live longer, healthier, and happier after 60. Sleep isn't just a luxury. It's a powerful, accessible tool to boost your longevity, and you can start reaping the benefits tonight. First, let's look at how sleep supercharges your immune system. When you sleep, your body produces immune cells that fight off infections and keep chronic diseases at bay. A 2021 study in the Journal of Immunology found that getting enough quality sleep can cut your risk of catching colds by up to 20% and even lower your chances of serious conditions like diabetes or heart disease. Think of sleep as your body's nightly training session, building a stronger defense so you can stay active and enjoy life, whether it's gardening, playing with your grandkids, or dancing at a family gathering. Sleep also helps you age gracefully. When you get consistent, restful sleep, you wake up with more energy, a brighter mood, and a sharper mind. That means you can stay independent longer, handling daily tasks, enjoying hobbies, or even traveling to visit loved ones. Good sleep keeps you feeling like yourself, ready to savor every moment, whether it's a morning walk or sharing stories over a warm bowl of pho. Without it, fatigue and stress can creep in, making everything feel harder than it needs to be. Here's your challenge. Pick one tip from today, maybe setting consistent bedtime like 10 p.m. or cutting out screens an hour before bed, and try it for just 1 week. I promise you'll notice a difference. Then, hop into the comments or share on social media with hashtag MediMindSleep to tell us how it's going. We love hearing your stories, and you might inspire someone else to try it too. A quick safety note. If you've been struggling with sleep problems for over a month, like trouble falling asleep, waking up often, or loud snoring, please talk to a sleep specialist. They can check for conditions like sleep apnea, which can be a game changer for your health. Let me leave you with an inspiring story. John, a 68-year-old retiree, used to feel exhausted all the time, and his doctor warned him about his heart health. He started optimizing his sleep with a regular schedule and a cozy, dark bedroom. Within a few months, John reversed his fatigue, felt more energized, and even lowered his blood pressure. Now, he's back to fishing with his buddies and living life to the fullest. If John can do it, so can you. So let's wrap this up. Sleep isn't just rest. It's your body's secret weapon for a longer, healthier life after 60. We've explored how it protects your brain, balances your hormones, and strengthens your immunity, plus practical steps to make it happen. The best part? You don't need to overhaul your life. Start small tonight, and you'll be amazed at how much better you feel. Grab our free Sleep Better checklist in the description to keep these tips handy. And if you want to dive deeper, check out trusted resources like the National Sleep Foundation or Mayo Clinic. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to join the MediMind family for more health tips to help you thrive. Drop a comment with one sleep tip you're excited to try, and let's keep this journey going together. Here's to better sleep and a vibrant life. See you in the next video.